Okay, we just finished undoing. So we're moving on to, oops, we're still on problem number 1, but we're moving on to looking inside. So let's stay with the theme of this problem right here. We've done it by rewriting, and we did it by undoing, so we're going to do the same thing by looking inside. So 2 times x plus 1 equals 8. This time we're going to look inside. And it's a very specific thing I want you to do. Put your finger over where the x is when we have something like parentheses or an exponent or something. We're gonna look inside, and it's kind of like guess and check. So 2 times what gives you 8? 2 times 4 gives you 8. So whatever is under my finger has to be equal to 4. This has to be 4 in order for this to be true. If it's something else, if it's 3, that's going to equal 6, not going to be true. If it's 2, it's going to be 4, it's not going to be equal to 8. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. Whatever's under my finger has to equal 4. So I'm writing a new equation. I'm using this sick equal sign to designate that I'm writing a new equation. Using this middle part, or this inside part, we're looking in, what does that have to be equal to? It has to be equal to 4. And then you just solve. X equals 3. That was pretty easy. Most of you guys actually use looking inside on your own. You just guess and check. It's very similar. I'm really glad it matches our previous answers. X equals 3, x equals 3. Okay, here's another looking inside one that's a little bit more difficult. So the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is equal to 9. So this is a tricky one, because if you look inside the absolute value means if you have something like the absolute value of 8, you're going to get out 8. If you have the absolute value of negative 8, what do you have? Still 8. So there's 2 things that can go inside here so that it's equal to 9. Okay? And so one of the things is it could be equal to 9 itself. The absolute value of 9 is 9. Or the absolute value of, just like you could have 8 in here, negative 9 also works. Okay, so we have 2x plus 1 equals negative 9. And then 2x plus 1 equals 9. My pen's dying. Okay, from here it's pretty simple. You just solve 2 equations. Subtract 1 on both sides. You get 2x equals 8. Divide by 2. You get x equals 4. And then your second solution, you're going to have minus 1 and minus 1. 2x equals negative 10. Divide by 2. And you get x equals negative 5. These are 2 solutions. Why is this true? Because you have an absolute value that could be both positive and negative. If you look at the graph as well, you have the graph, the absolute value of 2x plus 1. It's going to be something like this, and then the value 9 will be right here where you have 2 solutions. Okay, this is my explanation. I want you to try one more, and it's kind of tricky, so I want you to try actually 3x plus 1 equals 100. I know, it's tricky. Oops, squared equals 100. So try this one on your own. 3x plus 1 squared equals 100. Remember, cover it up with your finger, what squared, and then do your equals, your thick equals. I'll give you a hint. It's kind of like this one, where you may need more than one answer.